That's what I want you to get. It is personal. Because the issue of marriage, divorce, separation and all that is a matter of faith, not law. Marriage wasn't established under the law. Just like the issue of tithing is discussed. Tithing is not something that was established under the law. It's a matter of faith. So when something is of faith, you cannot create a rule and a doctrine out of it and say, this is how it must be. So when Paul was creating the doctrine surrounding marriage, he took his time. 1 Corinthians 7, number 1. It is better that you don't marry, because people who marry will go through wahala. He starts by that. He said anybody who marries will go through wahala. He says the first is truth. Number 2, it's better for you to marry than to be lustful and to be commit fornication. So if you know that you have a problem with lust, you are burning, marry. Then when he says that, you know, when he's talking, he tells you this one is my commandment. This one is not the Lord. Then he will come and you say another one and say, this one is the Lord. This one is not my commandment, it's the Lord. What does it mean by it is his commandment? Who is he to say that? He's an apostle. And the authority that God gives, that's why we're talking about authority. We're going to come to that now. Authority that God gives requires you to use your authority to manage situations. To manage situations. So Paul is there in the church of Corinth, and they are very carnal generation, committing a lot of fornication. He needs to do something to bring order. So the order in his prayer, in his seeking God, God gives him wisdom. Just like Moses needs to bring order among the Israelites. In his prayer, in his seeking God, he brings order. That's you, if you want to leave your wife, you write it. Why you want to leave. And serve her. Do you know why Moses made them do that? Because Jesus said something. He said, I am not the one who judges you. Moses is the one who will judge you concerning this matter. Because he, Moses, apart from sending his wife and children to his father's house so that he can focus on the work of God, it's as if he himself, he practiced separation. Are you seeing the thing? I don't think you are seeing it. Into the leader, you see the way he did his thing.
Yes, so man of God, concerning remarriage.
Don't move me from here yet, because I think I am on a very important matter. Talking about authority. Moses has been given authority. Jesus said in Matthew 23, he said the Pharisees sit in the seat of Moses. Moses has been given an authority. What is the authority? God said, you be as God to, Why is it important? At a level of maturity, God deals with you not on right and wrong. He deals with you on what is perfect and what is permitted, so that you learn to make more excellent decisions. That's how you mature. Servants always do things based on instruction. Sons do things by also their own prerogative. They are able to make their own decisions. You get it? God said I should do marriage for the called, but God is not the one who told me to do this image. Are you getting me? I use my own authority to visualize this. And there are a couple of other ones with it, about 4 or 5 images. I wanted to change every day. But last night, my heart couldn't move off this. So though they brought it out, I told them, I'm not able to move off this. And this morning, the Holy Spirit confirmed it and said, don't. Now then it became instruction. Don't move off this. Leave it. You can use the other ones for later. I'm trying to explain authority. I use my own authority to choose things. And while I am choosing those things, I can ask God for advice. And I have the ability or the permission to accept certain things in the advice and not to accept. It is a level of maturity. You have to understand. Because I'm also accountable for the choices that I will make and the consequences. Which means I am not new to bearing the consequences of my decisions when it comes to walking with God. I'm not new. He has made me really go through that. So I'm not afraid of bearing the consequences of my decisions, but I am afraid of God giving me his excellent choice and me turning it down for my own decision. That one, I'm afraid of it. Because I have come to prove that when God tells me explicitly, do this, he has the highest wisdom to know why he wants me to do this. Are we getting it? Now, I'm trying to lay a foundation, because to understand authority, you have to understand this foundation. And we come to a husband. And let me drop this before I talk about it so you get it. The authority of divorce is not with a woman, it's with a man. The authority of divorce is not with the woman, it is with the man. The power for there to be separation is not with the woman. Do you believe this? Do you believe this to be true? You may be seeing it differently. That's why I'm asking you. Do you believe it to be true? If you say you are not sure, then I'll say, is it not because you feel that if the man is not the certain way that you may want him to be, that is why maybe the woman has left the man? But don't you think that if the man is the way he has to be, the man has the power to bring you back if you are a woman who has left him?